Good evening, everybody. Hello. So I am just doing a little bit of prep before loads of you come on live. If you're watching this on the replay, hello, and thank you for coming in and having a look at what I'm up to. You may want to just forward this video for a few minutes because I'm literally just going to be doing a little bit of heat tooling, blowing on this embossing powder to get it all ready. So I went ahead and stamped the gorgeous deer in some Versamark ink, and I'm just putting some black powder. So this is black embossing powder. I couldn't find my embossing buddy, so I'm paying the price for it now, and I'm just going to emboss these and then we'll get started using the sprinkles. So hello everybody as you come in. I thought I'd just go live, and then I knew a few of you would come in eventually. Right, lid. I need the lid. Oh yeah, get that here. So sorry about my messy desk. I've just got a few bits and bobs on it, but I will clear it, I promise. I had a bit of a play with this stamp set the other night, so I do want to repeat some of those techniques and work on them a little bit more, just to kind of really get to know this stamp set. I liked the idea of masking off some of the images. I just thought it was just so effective, so I'm going to be doing a little bit more of that, and but also, ooh, sorry everybody. Oh dear. There we go. Back again. Just got some camera issues. My phone charger is plugged in, so it means I have to have my electric source nearby, and it fell off the table. So woohoo! Hello everybody. Welcome. Hi Deborah. Hi Carol. Hi Melanie from Wisconsin. Hello. So I'm just heating this up a little bit. Nice to see you all. So this is the deer from Nature's Beauty stamp set. It's really beautiful. And I'm just wanting to get this all heated up. It is coming. Sometimes it just takes a couple of minutes for the heat tool to warm up. Then after that it just makes it a bit easier to use. So I could have just stamped these with black memento ink, but I just thought it'd be nice to heat emboss as well to get a very kind of defined outline. And also because I want to use water and the pigment sprinkles, I thought it would be good to have that embossed relief, because it has a tendency to stop water flowing in, so we'll see how it works out. I might just find that I could have just stamped it, but anyway. Right, so the card I'm using is the Shimmer White cardstock. Just trying to get some of these excess bits off, because I find the Shimmer White tends to react differently than the normal Whisper White or Very Vanilla. I'm not saying it's any better, it's just different. So we'll have a play and see, and then we might just do some ordinary stamping and with the sprinkles and see what happens. So if you're joining me for the first time, please remember to subscribe if you like what you see tonight. Please don't judge me on the basis of this one video. Do have a look at some of my others. I do appreciate that not everybody would like this technique. So there are, I think, over 300 videos that I've done over the last few years. So yes, I am going to mask them off, Deborah. I've got my little mask here to the side, so I'm going to do that off as well, mask it as well, and see what happens. Right, I think that's all done. Yeah, that's done. So I'm just... Oh, his ear moved. Okay, if the powder moves, it means it's not quite there yet. Never mind. Oh, thank you, Carol. Are you a new subscriber? Oh, well, bless him. He's lost an ear. He was in a fight, this little dear. Okay, let's just pop that on the floor. I'm going to try and change this background so it's not so busy for you. There we go, that's easy enough, isn't it? Although it feels very powdery underneath there. Never mind. Right, so let's have a go with the pigment sprinkles. Hello Ruth, I haven't been crafting much, but I'm slowly getting back into it again, as I will catch up with your tutorials as I love watching them. Oh, thank you, Katie. That's a really lovely endorsement. Thank you. Right, so let's get started with one of these. I don't know if I stamped too hard or something. I feel like they're not so clear now I've heat embossed them. But anyway. Right, so I have a mask here that I used the other day. So I'm going to just mask off the deer there. And it just seems to sit nicely there. And then I think I will also, I've got this little piece here. I think I'll just mask off where he's kind of standing there. Let's grab some other post-it note, just mask this area off. Just stick that there. Oops, wrong side. Right, let's go with the pigment sprinkles. Hi Janice, lovely to see you. Hi Jackie. This is your third live with me. Yay. Cool, welcome. Right, I haven't even got my thing set up here, so let's have a look if I can actually view myself on here so I can read your comments as they're coming through. Okay, brilliant. So remember, if you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. If you really, really like what you see, subscribe. And if you really, 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 really like what you see, then please consider supporting my channel by either PayPal donate or super chatting me. So it's not obligatory. I'll still love you. I'm still making videos. It's just helps me along, that's all. The sprinkles are too unpredictable for me. They make me anxious. Oh. Steph says the sprinkles look great. I have them, but they are wrapped up as one of my Christmas presents. Oh, how can you not unwrap your Christmas presents? Ooh, you've got a lot of self discipline there. Right, I'm going for a bit of purple to start. Oh, actually, what about a bit of purple in the turquoise? I've kept them in these little bags because I'm paranoid about them going everywhere. And a bit of Bermuda Bay. Shall we see what happens? Right, so just going to be quite careful not to put too much. There we go. And I do have my little brush. Where has it gone? Here. And I think I might just move some of the powder around a bit so that they're not too clumpy. Oop. Right, and I've got my trusty Stampin' spritzers here. Oh, it is a lot of colour, isn't it? You are right, it's a bit overwhelming, isn't it? Have I got a plastic bag on my table? I do not know. Right, I'd forgotten how strong these were, to be quite honest with you. They are very strong. Right, I'm just going to move some of it around. Let's get you in a bit closer, shall we? There we go, that's better. Believe me, it's difficult, but they are here, so temptation has been taken out of my hands, knowing that they are sitting waiting for you under Mum's tree. You're a good woman. Right, let's get some heat on this, I think. Right, I think I'm also going to just do a little spritz because I can see there's a tiny bit of powder just there. Oh no, it's not. You know what, I'm going to grab a bit with my finger and just put it on there instead. Let's soak this up a bit. I just thought it'd be look a bit weird if I didn't have the colour going through underneath his legs, or in between his legs rather. Hi Joy. Hi Sherry. Hi Barbie. They look like northern lights. Oh, they do. Right, let's flip this over. Remember to turn your cardstock over if it starts to warp a bit. Yes, it's lovely, this paper. It's gorgeous. Oh, doesn't it look lovely? Quite dark though. I think I just want a lighter effect. I'm going to try and be a bit more reserved in my sprinkling this time. I don't know if that's possible, but I'm going to try. Less is more, you know, that old adage. I broke this thumbnail a week or so ago and I really miss it. It's funny, isn't it? You don't realise how useful your thumbnail is until you lose it. There we go. Right, let's try a bit of Bermuda Bay, just a little. That's it, that's all I'm going to put there as well. See what happens. I just want a little squit. See, even that's a bit dark, isn't it? I am planning on adding more. I'm thinking of adding some extra textures as well, so. Oh, some leaked onto the deer. Never mind. Yep, it is hard to control, says Pisces Queen. Well, it's leaking a little bit. Right. What about we try and stay clear of the deer this time? Oh, let's go for a bit of granite. Oh, I know what. Let's try it just at the bottom. And then we'll do something else on top. Sorry, further up. So if I... So just kind of like spraying upwards meant that the powder kind of squirted up. Just going to do a little spot there. So it's much lighter at the top there. Right, let's mop that up a little bit. Don't want too much of that going on, do we? So this is a Stampin' Up heat tool. I love it. It has two settings, so you've got like extra blowy or normal blowy, and you use it to heat emboss or to just dry things off when you make a bit of a puddle. So it's a really good investment. It's one of those kind of like, you know, slightly larger ticketed items, but they're worth the investment because once you've got it, you've got it. And then it's just a case of buying some Versamark ink and some embossing powder. So it's kind of one of those things that you invest in, you know, one time, and then you only need to ever maybe buy a new ink pad when it gets super dirty, but you can buy the re-inker for it. And then it's just a case of then purchasing the different powders that you like. I mean, you can do so much with just the clear or the white embossing powder that would keep you busy for quite a while. So, oh, excuse me, sorry, I got a bit of a sniffle. Oh, what about a bit of Daffodil Delight? Let's, I'll try and bring that mask back in, see if we can make use of that. Now what can be helpful is just giving it a bit of a spritz to start off with so that the powder sticks to it a bit more. So, oh dear, bit of a shaky fail there. Oh, and they say also putting water on the other side of the paper can help it not warp so much. Right, I'm literally just getting my paintbrush in there, and now some of the blue from that was on the stencil has leaked as well, but I'm not too bothered about that. I don't mind it. Actually, in actual fact, I'm actually going to put a little bit of blue on there just to put some other colour on there, just for fun. Your sprinkles are still in their box. Oopsie. Well, keep using your brushes if you like those. You don't have to use the sprinkles. They are very different though. Not very different, sorry, I'll rephrase that. They work in a very similar way, but they seem to behave in a slightly different way. Right, I think that's the end of this mask. I think the mask is dead. Oh, and a bit's wanting to stick onto the paper. Right, okay. Oh dear. Let's just spread that around a bit. Like, you see that emboss resist is working at that point there. It's pooling, but it's not actually going into the deer. So I'm just going to mop up a bit more of that excess water. I'm not going to just blob it. I don't want to take too much of the colour away. I quite like it. So we'll just do that. Just do a bit of drying off. Hi, Louisa. Right. Oh. I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up here. Right, I think this might be dry enough. What I want to do is now go in and do some really bold black kind of patterns now. Yes, oh dear, yes, it doesn't look a forest fire. That's not a very nice reminder for my dear friends in Australia who are going through it a little bit with their forest fires and things. But no, that's the reality, I'm afraid, and you're quite right, it does look like a forest fire. Oh gosh, I was reading about the poor koalas. Their habitat is mostly gone, isn't it? So the koalas are very endangered now. Right, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's bring some of these in. Okay, so we've got these to play with. Now I am very tempted to grab that Gallery Grunge stamp set, but I am aware that I did use it recently with the horse stamp set. So although I might bring it out, I'm just going to be very careful how I use it. The other one that I want to use is that Christmas one, Christmas Countdown, because I quite like some of this geometric kind of design on there. And Gallery Grunge, Gallery Grunge, and possibly that, what's it called? What's one Esther's lent me? What's it called? Sorry, it's a bit dark back here. I've got my light on, you see. Esther, what's the name of the one you lent me? Lily Pad Lake, that's it, that's the one. Right, let me just shed a little light on the situation. I can actually see what I'm doing. Right, LML, Lily Pad Lake, yes. Maybe a little bit of crackle paint. See what happens there. Oh, Winter Woods. Now that might be interesting. This one here. I want really to kind of show you that experimenting with black can be quite fun. Having that stark contrast. So I know what. Let's start with one that's kind of like got a bit of texture already on it, and then go from there. Now, of course, there are these beautiful trees in the background here, and these this grass little stamp is fabulous. And then, of course, there's these little dots that are like snow. So that's quite handy. But I don't think I need them now. What's Sheila asking? What am I going to order on the pre-order? Oh, Sheila. So much choice. I think I'm getting the poppies. That's a good one, isn't it? The poppy one. Right. There we go. Let's stack that there. Hi, Ellen. Sorry, I don't know why I'm all sniffly. Right, I heard today they had some rain. Ah! Oh, good. That's good to hear. Haha, ladybug, yes. Sorry about my blowing my nose. That's the reason I was sniffling. I needed to blow my nose. I use the shimmer white, Esther. Right, so let's ink this up really well. So whenever I start inking a stamp with the black memento, I do give it a bit of a rub first, and then go in there and do my stamping. Okay, now I have a problem here. This paper is still a little bit wrinkly. I'm actually very tempted to use some post-it notes, sticky notes, and just hold it to my grid paper so it doesn't roll up so much. because I don't really want it. I don't really want the paper coming up to meet the stamp, because that's the way to get a bit of a blurred image. It is really important to try and keep your paper as flat as possible. Oh, and it does help also to match your grid lines, match your work to the grid lines. It just seems to help your brain line everything up properly. Have I got that right? It looks a bit wonky, but never mind. Right, let's go for that. Right, I just want some of this really fabulous geometric image on here. So to try and get as much of the ink to pass through and pass down, I'm just holding it there for a bit so that I get a really good image. I think we can fit another one in there. Let's get another one there. Okay, question ladies, how in the heck can I get Memento ink off my fingers? Oh, it'll... Hold on. For some reason, Steph, your comment was held in review. I find washing one's hair gets rid of it. When you're scrubbing your hair, it acts like an exfoliant. So I would just get some, if you get some, your favourite washing soap, hand washing, and maybe just put some sugar in your hand and just you exfoliate your fingers. That might work. But it'll come off eventually. Yeah, wash your hair. Oh, toothpaste. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, we always tend to say wash your hair as demos. I'm loving this stamp. It's very, I think because it's so geometrical, it's great for men's cards. So let's give them a bit of a floor with it. There we go. I quite like that. It's very simple but very effective. And then let's pop just a couple more. And there. Right, and also that's just helping to frame the image a bit. Okay, so we've got this framing of him there. We've also got these fabulous sort of ringy things. This mosaic's quite nice. Oh, and there's also this sort of mosaic-y thing here as well. Let's stick to this stamp set. Help make things a bit easier to follow. I've just got to grab some blocks. I used them this morning for my activity group. So they're still in my bag. There we go. Right, let's have a look. I might just pull out a little bit for you. Ooh, there we go. Also, everyone is made so different, so what works for some doesn't work on others. Your skin may hold on to some pigments a lot longer. Oh, that is very true. But what I can say for sure is that no matter what your skin is like, eventually within about 2 weeks, your skin will renew itself. So in 2 weeks' time, it definitely will be gone. But you might not have 2 weeks. Yeah, people who have jobs like in nursing or whatever, they get very concerned when the ink doesn't come off because they're working with their hands and clients. So stamp this off first. Could do. I just want to get a bit of a border up here though first, and then pop another section there. Alright, and then yeah, maybe I will do some lighter versions. Right, I feel like it just needs a little bit of... Oh, no, I don't know whether to do snowflakes, because then that will make it a very Christmassy looking thing, won't it? See, I really like the look of these dots. Yes, but it's stamped beautifully for you. I'm having a tough one. Might be over inked. What, your ink pad is over inked? That could be. Have you recently re-inked it? So these dots aren't showing up really well, but they're just adding a nice bit of extra texture there. And I'm making the decision to always have these going in the same direction. Just always kind of going down, so they almost hint like they're rain or something. Yes, because that stamp is very blurry. Ah, so you haven't got the definition. Yes, it could be that your ink pad is a bit too juicy. That can happen if you've got a very detailed stamp and your ink pad is a little bit too juicy. Okay, let's do something else. Let's have a look at this one. Oh my goodness. Excuse me, I'm so sorry about that. I hope I'm not coming down with another cold. Ooh. I like the idea of these. I'm wondering about having them stamped. Or it might just be I need to hoover my craft room. Could be, couldn't it? Just need to clean. Thank you. I think I need to blow my nose again. Maybe the brush-o's got up my nose. Not the brush-o's, the sprinkles. How bizarre. Right, I'll try and get this a bit flatter. I want the light side. So on this stamp set, you've got... It's supposed to be look like you're looking at birch trees, and so you've got a darker bit at the bottom and a lighter bit at the top. So you can kind of decide which end you prefer. So I'm just going to have these go up the side of my card. It's almost like a barcode. So I've got to bring this a bit more forward so I can actually see what I'm doing. It's very stylistic. I really am quite enjoying the look of this. There's something quite relaxing and pleasurable when you have a repeat pattern like that. Right, what about the other side? Let's see if that will work. Not all the way up though, I'm just going to do a little bit. Okay, right. What about some other texture? Oh, got the black rain. Let's get some of the black rain in here. I quite like that. I think I might just leave that there because that kind of leaves a space there or there if you want to put a sentiment. It's just very stylish and yeah. My top tip, which I shall share for free, is cover with cling film to avoid staining your bone folder. Thank you, Esther. Good idea. Well, that would be colourful. Blowing your nose with sprinkles. Yes, it would. Love the retroness of the stamp. Yes. Oh, thank you, Esther. Yes, my first thought. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Yes, I mean, Oriental pattern does tend to have repeats and geometrics. So, yeah, I quite like that. I'm still not happy with the way that the embossing has turned out, though, I have to say. I feel like I've lost the detail of the stamp. So I might, yeah, when I've done these 4, I would like to play with it again. I quite like that though. It's symbolic, isn't it? It's not, it hints at trees, but it's not a tree, it's just sticks. Yeah, I like that too. Again, I don't really want to do much more to that because you've got all this lovely colour going on. Right. Oh, this one. Ooh, best to last. Could have done the rain in Versamark and then clear embossed. It would look like rain. Yes. Great idea. Well, I could still go over. Now, there is another masking trick. I've got a video on this way back when of flooding an image with the fine tip glue pen. The only thing about me showing you that is I have to kind of prepare like a day in advance to show you it, but it is the most fabulous technique, and so I will try to remember to put a link to it below in the description because it's so simple and so effective. So I may do that technique another time with you guys. Right, okay, what have we got here? Oh, we've got these funny barcodey like. Do you think I should use Try Gallery Grunge? What do you think? Or should I stick with the ones that I've already been using? So I've also got these. Now, I wouldn't mind using that little snowy looking one there. Alright, see you, Linda. Stick, says Esther. Stick. Okay, ooh, alright, okay, let's stick. So let's go back to using this one then. Okay, I'm going to be quite daring. Grunge it up, says Ali. Ooh, I quite liked that against the yellow. Few spots there. few raindrops. Bit of texture. Ooh, what about using the darker end? Let's see what that looks like. Almost looks like a bit of a zebra crossing, doesn't it? And then again, I think I'm going to go in with this one to do a little bit of grounding. Okay. Oh, bye, Deborah. Okay. Take care. Nice to see you. Oh, see, I needed a bit of yellow in there, didn't I? Right, so what you can do, if you need to just go back in with some colour, is pop a little bit on a block, give it a bit of a spritz, and then so it just basically turns it into paint, and then you can go back in there. There we go. Voila. Because otherwise it just looks like he's got a white space there and it just looked a bit odd. So. Right. Let's cover this up. Oh, no. Oh, that one looks like it needs a bit more now, doesn't it? But as I said, I might just wait and do that put a sentiment in that. Right, these are super funky, aren't they? Very different. Right. Put those away. Let's get some. I'll just get some normal Wisp White or something like that. And have another little play with masking. So let's see what I've got here. I've got the rabbit mask still here, and I might just have to cut myself another little. Oh, I did have a fox. Where's the fox gone? No, I've got the rabbit there. I think I might have to cut myself another deer one. Hi, Cindy. Right, so very quickly. So, did you like that then, that little play with the sprinkles? Yes, you do have to be very, very careful not to over sprinkle your sprinkles, basically, because they will go everywhere. And less really definitely is more with those, because they are so heavily pigmented that you don't need very much at all. So I'm just cutting inside my lines. I know I've said this many times to you before, but I will remind you that they do need you don't need to cut away from the image, you need to cut slightly inside the image, especially if you're stamping over the top. Now obviously, because we just used the sprinkles with all that water, some of that water did go underneath, and I was using the same mask for quite a few of them, so it did get a bit soggy, so wasn't happy. but there we go. It's all playing and a bit of fun. Alright, nearly there. So my tip for if you're needing to cut out a section here in between the leg is that you just cut up beside the leg, up through and round, oops, down, and then you cut across there so that you still get that. So then when you stick that down onto your thing, your paper, you can just kind of stick that back together again and that'll be fine. Right, so let's stamp this 4 times. He's a very cute little character, isn't he? So 1, 2. This is going to be a bit of a one-sheet wonder. Let's see if we can overlap some of the decoration and stuff so that we're not having to stamp so many times. 4. And what we could do is go in with some black. I don't want to go all black in here, but some black. Let me zoom you guys out a little bit and you can see what, ooh, managed to get ink on there already. Okay, can you see everything? There we go, right. Right, that'll be it for that one. We could bring in some of the grungy. Oh, I know what. If we bring in Gallery Grunge and then put the masks over. Now, I'm wondering whether to keep the black and the white, or the black rather, away from the deer because I don't want that to interfere too much with the pattern of the deer. So I'm thinking we'll go for a colour next to the deer. Oh, it's just not wanting to line up. Come on. There we go. Not perfect, but it'll do. So I'm thinking, what about a colour? So what colour would you guys like to see me use in the background of this little deer? Do you want something colourful or a bit more masculine? Do you want something like blue or what do you think? While you're waiting, I think I'll, or while I'm waiting rather for your response, I think I'll, a colour I haven't used for ages. I do tend to go through my colours quite a lot. What have I not used for a while? Purple. Yeah, that's a possibility. I want something quite light though, so the lightest purple we have is Highland Heather, but I could stamp it off. Crumb Cake, Sahara Sand, Cajun Craze. I wonder what stamped off Cajun Craze would look like. I've got a feeling that would end up looking like Grapefruit Grove. Oh, mint macaron. I think. Right, if I do mint and then scared. Right, I'm going to try Cajun. It's very reddy, isn't it, Cajun Craze? It's very on the red side. Oh, always artichoke. Yeah, we don't have that anymore, do we? Or do we? No, we don't, do we? Let's come back. Right, so I'm wondering then if I use a bit of the Cajun then on this other side, but do some rain. Oops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. I forgot I've got this area masked off. I'm going to have to do something else there, aren't I? I can't see any colour coming off this. I'm thinking, do I need to re-ink this? Ooh, ouch, Steph. Right, I'm thinking of using the masking trick with the deer. And what about stamping over the top there? Yes, thank you for being polite, Steph. My moderator may have had to throw you out. Oh, sorry, I'm doing all that off screen. Sorry. Look at that. How cool is that? Well, Cajun Craze loves being blended. Look at that. Loves it. Totally. Mint macaron, not so much. Hi, Monica. Ooh. I'm going to be daring. Just go for it. You used to hate Cajun trays. You know what, so did I. But I am growing to like it now. Well, I'm just holding his ear down because there isn't any adhesive under there, so he likes to pop up, so just be careful. Bit different. Right, I want some more colour in here. I don't feel there's enough colour. So, let's have a think. Sorry about this, guys. Taking on a bit of a crazy journey there. Just going to get rid of these powders. I think I want some yellow in here. So let's grab... Oh, let's just go for it. Oh no, that's so saffron. Don't want that. Daffodil Delight, maybe? Right, what's on here? Oh, that's a bit greeny. Oh, I think this one's quite bluey. Let's try a bit of daffodil yellow. Ooh, that's better. That just helps it, doesn't it? Just lightens it a little bit more. And then if you want to protect this area here, what to do is grab your post-it notes again and just cut out a circle using the same size punch. I think it was a 2-inch. So just stick that over the top just to protect it a little bit. And if you want to, oh, let's do him first, or her, him or her, so we don't get it on his legs. Then just go over that and protect it. So this is a similar technique to what we were doing with the stars the other week. It's just that it's a different shape. You know, we were doing this with the, you know, I stamped the stars and masked them off, and then it was a bit of a business, but the results were fabulous. I've still got the sheet here. I've still not cut it up, actually. Look. You know, all that lovely masking, and Esther's just demonstrated it on her tags this evening. Oh, I've got ink on there. Right, let's get some yellow. Oh, it's fun to blend. Now, what might be quite fun is, if you've got the time, is to mask off these trees, because that would be quite nice, having those masked off as well. But I love seeing how these colours then interplay with each other, you know, like, to me it looked a bit boring without the yellow, and now it looks much more fun. So I'm just trying to... I'm running out of space here. Right. Let's just protect that a bit. Where's my other... Don't know where the other one's gone. They look like they're standing on Sahara sand. Yep. And let's just mask off him again. I don't want to get too much yellow on him. And working like this, I really enjoy, because although we're sort of using the same colours again and again, we're using the same stamps, by changing how we're using them or where, it just creates all these different looks. You know, so I hope this is a lesson in how you don't actually need loads and loads of supplies to get some good results. You just need to play with different sort of formulas, really. Like that one's got the Cajun Craze in the background with the yellow. This has got the mint macaron. So that's good. Hi, Vanessa. I want to get rid of that boo-boo there. Just want to, I know it's a Cajun, I've got a Cajun Craze smudge there, but I'll just do some black dotages. Now this one feels like it needs a bit more. Okay, this stamp, if you have it, be very careful how you stamp it. The slightest movement once you've got it down on the paper means that it smears. So go straight down, push, and come straight up. Don't swish when you pull up. It's not worth it. Just go straight down and straight up. Much as I like these lines here, I think I find them too harsh ending abruptly. So I'm just popping these dots here to try and soften the edge of that. Right, now I'll tell you what might be interesting. If I clean this off, is Daffodil Delight on some of the already sponged areas, so it's tone on tone. So let's see what that looks like. So it's a really great way of creating very subtle texture in the background. Oh, I've got a gem stuck to that one. Yeah. Yeah, this is looking good. So even the Daffodil Delight against the Cajun, it is showing up, but very, very subtly. Looks fab. Oh, that's good to hear, Vanessa. How's he feeling? Has he been able to speak? Okay. Try to think if I need something else up there. Might just do that in black and then be done. And then we'll chop it up and see what happens. Always the exciting bit. Seriously, Vanessa, as he was going in. I suppose that's... If you're going to be anywhere to have a heart attack, that's probably the best place. Scary though. Oh my goodness, that is really a miracle. Okay, I'm just aware that that's very close to where I need to cut, so I'm just going to have a look and see where that falls. A bit close. Let's move that down a bit. So I'm cutting it at 10.5 centimetres, that is. And I'm going to cut that at 10. So for you guys in the States, just ignore my numbers. Basically, it's half of whatever you did, minus a bit. But sometimes you just have to play with it a little bit because I didn't score. I didn't pre-score this time to know where my middles and where my lines were. I kind of just went for it. Just use my eye. So thankfully it's worked out okay. But if you can't cope with the pressure of getting it in the wrong place, then I suggest you do pre-score before you start stamping. Oh, Vanessa. That's it. It's definitely your therapy at the moment. So if anyone's watching this on a replay and is wondering who I'm talking to, if you just click on view live chat, you can see that there's a whole load of people who are watching this live with me, and it will make a bit more sense. Right, let's tidy up. Now the only thing is, I've gone and stamped these ferny things. Do you think they look a bit too Christmassy for masculine cards? Or do you think they'll be okay? Just looks like ferns with a few berries, doesn't it? It looks alright. Oh, that was that way round, wasn't it? we go. Steph, I'm so tired. I'm getting about 45 minutes of deep sleep. Oh, have you had one of those sleep apnea tests, Steph? Right, I'm just getting some Cajun Craze. Because I think that would look really nice. Yeah, it would. Woo. Yeah, they just look like tree branches. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, I found a little bit of a cheat. With our new trimmer, you can actually score 2 pieces of cardstock in one go. Watch this. So that's 2 sheets. Take it out. We plop it around and cut. Ta-da! 2 sheets in one go. That will cut your prep time in half. And even you can actually even fold the 2 together and then just kind of pull it apart and do that and then do that. Done. Okay, so look, fold, pull apart, and then if you want to go over it with your bone folder you can. Although I don't have a bone folder anywhere inside right now. Right. You like them. Good. Thank you, Janice. Thanks, everybody. Well, I didn't have any kind of preconceived idea of how they would look. Sometimes it's nice just to play and... Oh my goodness, what is going on with this glue? Oh, got a blobby bit there. I think it's been sitting there empty for too long. Not empty, unused. Oh, they usually have one of those sleep masks, Steph. You have to sleep with oxygen to make sure you're oxygenated. It's a good result though. I'm glad that they figured that out, because that can cause, well, obviously, as you know, it causes so many problems. Sleep apnea. I saw a post on Facebook the other day of a lady with her son, and he was sleeping but he had his mouth open, and the whole article was basically saying that if your child sleeps with their mouth open, to get it checked out, because it might mean that they have sleep apnea and they're not getting enough oxygen. So if your child is, you know, struggling to stay awake at school and all that kind of thing, then you should get it checked out. Thank you, Melanie. Yeah, Sheila, when's the big moving day? It's coming soon, isn't it? Oh, that one I didn't cut properly. Oops. Oh, right, hold on. I'm going to set that aside just for a sec. Check that I cut that one right. So that was cut correctly. It's just the other one isn't. Hi Tonya, just logged on, so we'll be watching beginning afterwards. All right then, no worries. Well, I have done some other stuff, so there's another technique. Right, so I haven't cut that correctly, so let's just cut a bit off the top there. So this one, don't worry, it won't go to waste. What I'll do is I'll just wait for the glue to dry, and then use my glue rubber, and I'll just rub off a bit of it, cut it, and then I'll re-stick that. Steph says, I'm just not sleeping deep enough. My body after 40 minutes like, yep, I've had enough sleep, but I'll put you in light sleep mode. So, oh, so it's not necessarily sleep apnea. Ooh, that's a chemical thing then, isn't it, with your brain? Very strange. I got a phone call. Oh, welcome back, Sherry. Yeah, I'm pleased with them. Now, the thing is, I'm packaging all these cards up and they're in my sale box. And I went through a few today, I was sorting them out, and I just thought, I'm not sure if other people are going to like these because I like them, but then I like stuff that's a bit different and quirky. I'm not sure if everyone else is going to like them. So anyway, I've got 2 stalls on Thursday, so it'll be interesting to see what happens because I've got a significantly more amount of masculine cards now, but whether or not people will look at them and go, yes, I'll buy that for my man, I don't know. And the other thing was, I found my Welsh sentiment stamps. I had to obviously not Stampin' Up don't do Welsh sentiments, so I got some from a company in the UK. Oh, I can't remember the name of them now. I'll have to look back on the invoice. But they are really gorgeous. Well, I chose ones that I liked the font. So I got a few different fonts. I ended up spending quite a lot of money because these, although they weren't super expensive, like £2, £3 each, I did buy quite a few because I thought, well, if I'm going to buy some, I may as well buy. So I got, oh, where's my Pembroke Happy's gone? Basically, it's Happy Christmas in Welsh. Don't tell me I've lost that one already. Oh, that's Happy Father's Day. That's Wedding, Christmas. What's that? That's Get Well Soon. Nadolig Llywelyn. What's that one? Oh, congratulations. Diolch. Oh, I can't remember what this says now. Cyffachion I Cymor. Who speaks Welsh on here? I'm sure I had a Pembroke Happy's. I wonder if it's fallen out of my bag. Anyway, I was going to put a Happy Birthday on here, but I can't now. What's that? Oh, that's Happy Mother's Day. Cariad a Sus. Oh, that's Love and Kisses in Welsh. What's that one say? Oh, that one says Pembroke Happy's. Right, let's do that one. Price. Yeah, I tend to keep mine quite low priced, to be honest. Because I just want to get rid of them. And I'm not really selling them to make super duper amounts of money. That just about fits there, doesn't it? I'm not sure if I'm going to fit it on. I know what. Let's have a look at the other ones I made earlier. So if you want to go back and watch a replay, look away now. Okay. Night, Esther. Ooh, look, the perfect spot. Pembroke Happy's. Morning, Vicky. Rise and shine. Good morning. Good morning. Right, this is the first time I've ever used this stamp, so I'm not going to assume it's going to stamp perfectly the first time, because often when these stamps are made, they still have a bit of a coating on them. So, ooh, that's nice. Yeah, so these are Welsh sentiments. So Pembroke Happy's is Happy Birthday. we go. You see that? It's quite nice. I'm a bit gutted though. Where the others have got to. So I will just have to check my bag. I don't think I put them in here by accident. Oh well. It is, isn't it? Yeah. And the Christmas one is the same. It says Nadolig Llawen, and it's got the Nadolig in the really lovely scripty font. So yeah, I was really pleased with them. Right, so thank you so much for joining me with a bit of a play with Nature's Beauty. Although we only ended up using that one deer stamp, I didn't, and the, what I call the snow spots, this one. So it's amazing, really. Mind you, it's not amazing because I ended up using other stamp sets, but I've got a feeling this Nature's Beauty is just going to be fabulous for the next year or so. I really am hoping they're going to carry it over to the spring. Actually, I will check my spring summer catalogue because was there any announcement made at Onstage as to whether or not they're carrying it over? Doesn't say, does it? Oh look, they stamped the birch stamp inside the envelope. That's nice. Doesn't say. But I'd hope they would. I hope they carry it over because it's so gorgeous. Anyone that went to Onstage, can you tell me if they made any announcement about the Nature's Beauty stamp set, please? Right, glad you enjoyed that. Thank you for your feedback. Lovely to have your company, as always. Love the scripty and the printed. Yes, me too. I love that kind of thing. Where you've got the script and then the plain. It's very on trend, isn't it? Very on trend. If anyone is a Welsh speaker and you want to know where to get hold of them, please drop me a line. I will try and find the invoice and let you know. I'll also try and find my happy birthday stamp because I really like it. I don't know where it's gone. So let's just quickly go through these again. You've got the deer, that one there. That one very bright. That one a little more subtle. Then a very purpley Northern Lights looking one. So, and then got these fabulous ones. And then this one that needs cutting down, which I will do after it's dried. So yeah, I'm really pleased how these turned out. That's been happening a lot lately, isn't it? I've gone, oh, that was fun. Right. Oh, you're welcome, Carol. Yes, please go and use the stamps you have. Use the supplies you have. And if you are thinking of buying more supplies, really have a think about what you really love. Please don't be buying supplies just for the sake of it. I've been there and done that when I started crafting myself. I just thought, I'll just buy anything and everything. It's fabulous. It's fabulous. Everything is fabulous. But it's not. Everything is not fabulous. Try and think ahead and think what, But also, having said that, if you do buy something and you think, oh, it didn't work as well as I thought, come back to it another few times. Keep having a go with it. But then don't be afraid to kind of go, you know what, it doesn't work for me, sell it. There's plenty of Facebook groups that you can obviously make sure it is a selling Facebook group. Don't just start saying, do you want to buy this off me? But there are plenty of groups that you can resell craft products, or eBay. There's always eBay. And so, don't have things sitting in your home that you're not using. Just get rid of it and then buy something you love. So, yeah. Gamer Gone Mad 2 Heglar. Hello, Gamer Gone Mad 2 Heglar. Lovely to have your company. Nice to see you. It's always nice to have new subscribers. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the 3rd of December. I'll be placing my pre-order and I'll be able to find out what is the carryover list. So we will find out then. Yeah, so if this is retiring, I will be plugging this hugely. I'm sorry, but you will be seeing a lot more of this stamp set. And it's just a fabulous, it's not, you can use it a lot for masculine cards, but I wouldn't say it's exclusively masculine. I'd love to have a go, maybe doing some pink bunnies and, something a bit crazy, just, oh, and then these, I'd like to use this in a, like a rotation, mask, and then, oh, stuff it. Shall I just have a go quickly doing that now? I get an idea and it's like, oh, just try it out, see what it looks like. Quick. This is like the after party, isn't it? For those of you who've stuck around. Oh, where's my mask gone? I had loads of masks in a minute ago. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, see you later, Vanessa. Love to Greg. Thank you, Ruth, for inspiring me to. Read that already. Think out the box for sure. Very interesting. Renee. Yeah, I know. I just can't help myself. Okay, what about bunnies going round in a circle? Or a fox? Let's just do something a bit nutsy, yeah? Oh, Cajun Craze is out. Nice to do Cajun. Pink bunnies. Lol, you're hilarious. That's why I love watching your channel. Oh, thank you. Glad to make you laugh. Now this card will be for very much for people who like foxes, obviously. Because if you don't like foxes, you'll be like, what the heck? Foxes in a circle. Right, I'm literally just using what's on my desk. But I've got Granny Apple Green still here from the other day. Oh, and a bunny mask attached to it. There we go. Right. Look, I've even got I've got a flap in my flipping stamp pad. I don't know how I've done that. It might not have been me, can I just say? Sometimes that does happen at my classes. But it might have been me as well. So I'm not blaming anybody. It's just one of those things. Right, see ho. What about some pretty peacock, which is on my desk already. I have a stamp set. Is it alright to post an artful stamping space? Yes, please. Yes, go for it, Sherry. If you've been inspired, please do. So if you haven't joined Artful Stampin' Space, it's just a little space on Facebook where people can share pictures of what they've made inspired by my Artful Stampin' channel or my blog or me as a person. I'm kidding. I'm being a bit silly. Yeah, it's not, Artful Stampin' Space is not a general like craft group space, if you know what I mean. It's not for just sharing links and all that kind of thing. It is very much just about sharing your own creations. So please forgive me if I do delete any inappropriate sharing. There are plenty of places on the Tinternet where you can just share other things. So, there, of course you can then, Sherry. Share away. We love a sharer. Look, can you see? I'm trying to get away with not making a mask. Can you tell? I'm just stamping around the fox. Stamp around the fox. Anyone know what reference that's to? What film that is? Around the leaf. See, Esther's gone to bed. She'd know immediately what film that was from. She can quote many a quote from this film. So you get film quotes on here, you see. Ta-da! That's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Bit of fun. Right, let's try it with the rabbits. Here's the rabbit. Here's the rabbit. Should we do a pink rabbit? Should we just grab a pink and see what happens? Let's go for Melmedo. Oh, I love his little tail. Oops. Smudgeroo. Start again. I love this. I've got an older set called Inspired by Nature, and I'm going to use it with this stamp set. Ah, good. Is that an old Stampin' Up one? Is that the one with the... Is there like a moose or something on it? What's in it? Pink bunnies. Oh, you've done a typo and it's holding your comment for review because it says pink buns. YouTube thinks that's naughty, Renee. You can't use the word buns. How ridiculous. Apparently buns is rude. I made 2 gorgeous cards today, not Stampin' Up products, but made using MDF and flowers. One Christmas, one for wedding anniversary. MDF? You used MDF to make a card, Steph? So foxy. Maybe that's what Stampin' Up YouTube didn't like. You said so foxy. Maybe they don't like it. Right, should I use that on the green? Yes, I did. I know, buns, 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 buns. Show us your buns. Oh, for those of you who used to watch me on Periscope, you'll remember that we used to get what's called trolls, people coming on and trying to be rude. I think they thought they were being funny. And they'd go, show us your, your boobs. But sometimes, because I think Periscope wouldn't let people type the word boobs, or they were just rubbish at spelling, they would say, show us your bobs. It was just like really ridiculous and funny. So we were like, look, if you're going to be rude, at least spell it right. Do you remember those days? Periscopers. Oh, no, 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 no. Now I've got to remember to lift that. Because I don't, yeah, I've got that bit of a flappy thing there and I don't want that. So. MDF shapes cut into all different things that I buy. Oh, okay. Oh, I know, those were the days. Steph, did you used to watch me on Periscope? Is that how you got to know me? Right, this is like the after party bit now, isn't it? For those of you who stayed up late, you know, drinking cocktails and such. Oh, no, I know what I was going to do. Pink. Oh, look, that is such a cool technique. Right, can I just show you this? I know I've done this before, but if you've got a spotty stamp, look, you can do this. Look how cool is that? Right, let's have pink spots, but not these pink spots. Let's use these ones. No, I didn't know you back then, but I used to be on Periscope years ago. Oh, cool stuff. Ah, so you didn't find me on Periscope. Well, Periscope's amazing. Well, sorry, Periscope was amazing for me because I ended up making friends with some super cool people. So Renee Croslow Crafts is on here, and Vicky, and Michaela, and Ellen, and Jodie, who's been on here a couple of times, and who else? Does Jamie Ramsey come on here sometimes? Occasionally she does, doesn't she? And yeah, so there's a few folks who followed me from Periscope, or knew me from Periscope, and like we've been friends ever since. So cool. So these pink, oh dear, it looks like chickenpox bunnies now with the pink. I'll just do some lighter versions, otherwise they look like chickenpox. Chickenpox bunnies. I wondered if Pembroke Tappers would fit in there. No, it doesn't work. Never mind. Yes, indeedy. Babby Nerwith. We could have a baby. This could be a baby card. Where's Vicky when you need her? Vicky? Vicky wanted more baby cards. "9 AM in a northern..." Yeah, so it's in the morning in Australia. So who did you used to watch on Periscope? Steph? Babby Nerwith. Pentagetic, as they say in Wales. That's so cute. That could be like a mummy wabbit and a daddy wabbit. And I think I'm going to leave it. Oh, what about, will swirly frames fit inside that? Might not. Oh. Ooh, in green maybe. If I did that in green so it wouldn't clash with the... Oh dear, I've got a bit of a mountain of stuff. That's the only thing about getting a bit carried away, is just you end up getting more and more stuff out, and you need a assistant, like a sous chef or a washer-upper, to come and wash up behind me. It's so cute, isn't it, Sherry? I love it. See, this is what happens when you just play. You just kind of go, ooh, what about this? And then what about that? And what about something else? And there we go. Cute. I know somebody who speaks Welsh is having a baby next year. So I could keep this for them. Or I could just sell it. Alright, so thanks for sticking with me. There we go, there's the other one. What does the fox say? Right, I think the fox needs a few dots around now. Let's get rid of that pink. What does the fox say? And because it's red rubber, it really holds on to ink. So like, I'm stamping multiple times and it's fab. It's absolutely fine. Yeah, don't tell Esther. Yeah, I'm a bit envious though. I could do being in bed. I've been on for an hour and 42 minutes. Oh my goodness. I only meant to be on for like an hour. Ah, right, I'm off to bed. Right, I might have to leave this stuff to tidy itself up tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Right. Right. Sometimes I'm a bit naughty. If I look at the stamps and go, they're not going to stain. That'll be fine. I can leave that. No, I better tidy it up though. Where's my raggy cloth gone? Ooh. Oh, there it is. Oh dear. These are Sweet Ruth. Glad you stayed. Oh, I'm glad you stayed too. Thanks for all the encouragement you guys give. I really do appreciate it. And yes, please join Artful Stampin Space. The link is in the description below. It's also, I have a Facebook page that I try and remember to share stuff on. If you haven't seen the Christmas, no, not Christmas. Oh, it was Christmas, but not Christmas Stampathon. It was my blog hop was a Christmas theme on Sunday. Also, the Christmas Stampathon is officially, yes, it's past 11 o'clock, officially closed for 2019. So we're going to be drawing winners. I've started compiling people who took part so I can draw winners. So there's going to be a winner of £50 of product. I need to check that I've got that actually. I have got various stamp sets ready to send. But I might need to just order a few more bits. And also a sample of one each of the items I've made over the last 10 months is going to be someone else's. So watch this space for the winner soon. Right, good night, Cindy, Renee, Janice. Yes, you'll have to watch the replay. Tonya, oh, it's the beginning of my day here in Brisbane. Thank you for joining me, Tonya. Are you new to my channel? Please remember to subscribe. Hi, Melanie, goodbye. Steph, you used to be mainly celebrities and a few odd craft channels, but name I forget. I'm pretty sure one was Frugal Crafter before she went over to YouTube. Actually, I think Frugal Crafter is Lindsay, isn't it? She has been going for a very long time on YouTube. So she may have just done the odd Periscope, but her main thing is YouTube. She's been going for quite a while on there. So yeah, she's quite cool actually. She's got some really fab little ideas. What makes me laugh though is she's supposed to be a Frugal Crafter. And have you seen her craft room? Oh my days. She has a lot of stuff. But she's a bit like me really. I don't just do stamping. I'm a crafter. So oh, I knitted this adorable little thingy for my friend and yeah, anyway, I can't show you pictures because it's pictures of her son now, but maybe I can show you a picture of the knitted thing I made in before I gave it to her. Yeah, I do knitting, crocheting, tatting, weaving, oh my goodness, all sorts of things really, all sorts of fun stuff. Yes, I am, and yes, I've subscribed. I even made a one-sheet wonder. Yes, Tonya, please share it on Artful Stampin Space. What is tatting? Tatting is a form of lace making that you use a shuttle and thread for. Just happen to have something on my shelf. It's very, very delicate, and I have been discussing with my mother, because my mother is the person who taught me, whether to start a YouTube channel for her, or maybe just I could carry on this channel. I don't know, but the thing is, this channel's called Artful Stampin', so I'd have to maybe set up a new channel. So you have a shuttle that's like this and a thread, and you do some really cool stuff. Go to bed, says Louisa. Not Louisa, Renee. Yes, Renee. Yeah, so I'm doing it fast. I'm not really slowing it down, but basically you do a few of these movements and you end up with this cool thing here. And then you put all these together and it makes lace, basically. So it's a dyeing craft. Do look it up. There's lots of videos already on YouTube. But I am thinking of, yeah, teaching people how to do it. Because my mum is she's very good at teaching this, and she's so experienced at it that she's got all these like tips and tricks and stuff like that. So we'll see. Right, lots of love to you all. Good night. Bye.